to document or not to document? That is the question. Do you wish you had a record of a time in your life whenever you were going through something difficult? Do you wish you had deeper clarities on a story whenever something you've gone through, your story can help someone else? About 2 years ago, I learned about this document, don't create idea from Gary Vaynerchuk, and I am so grateful for it because journaling's always been difficult. So don't call it journaling, call it documenting, and just no stress, no pressure. Just document your life. I'm going to give you 2 tips on how to start documenting your life today. And I'm Josh, PreferableLife.com. I very luckily had a friend that wanted to share my entrepreneur story. He was helping me out. I was just started the woodworking business, and he came over and recorded me, kind of interviewed me for, I don't know, hour-ish. And it was very clear that I was really turmoiled and I wasn't aware of it. And now what I know is that the digital marketing, the preferable life, all those kinds of things were in me at that time, but I didn't have the words or eyes for them at that time. So I'm really excited to ask him for the files a week or 2 ago. Really excited to have that timestamp, that my words for an hour or for 30 minutes, whatever it was, and so that I can have it and share it with other people as well. I didn't know who I was at this time. Wasn't able to verbalize who I was at this time, but who I was in there. It was just kind of hidden or fuzzy or unclear, whatever. So how do we do this? The most simple way that I've found to document my life is with a $5 app. I tried doing a lot of voice recordings and all those kinds of things, and the difficulty in all of them is whenever you want to go back through them, they all save as this file, I don't know, .acr or something, I forget exactly. And so you have to play them, you have to convert them to an MP3 and then play them or whatever. And so I tried out a bunch of apps, and the one that I found that rocked it out, forget the name, MP3 recorder or something. I'll put a link in the description. But anyways, what it does is I hit record, and it just operates in the background. And then once I hit stop, once I stop recording, it has a really awesome setting that it automatically uploads the file to Google Drive. So you don't have to worry about eating your storage on your phone, and it's saved in the cloud. There's, I think, Dropbox and other settings too, but Google Drive is what I'm using. And I have no idea how many days of time I have documented to go through at some point in the future. I mean, probably months of time just recording, and it's as I'm eating dinner with the family, sitting on the deck with the wife, chatting with friends. Everybody knows that this is what I've been doing for a while. I just hit record, drop my phone on the table, and have 40 minutes of deck conversations is what I call them, the ones between me and the wife. So I label the file. Whenever you have all these files, it gets messy. So in this app, it defaults to, I don't know, some name and then the date and like the number of the day. And so what I do is I delete the name before, so the file starts with the date and that number, and then I write afterwards kind of the highlight of that conversation. So someday, whenever I go through all this stuff, I'll be able to search, my name or someone else's name or whatever, and have a Google Drive MP3 of a night documented in time That is absolutely the most simple way to document your life. A hope someday is that I'll set up some security camera and decent mics and just record our whole house, because we have 5 kids and oldest will be 13 in a week or so. And man, just to like have the video of us hanging out on the couch and reading books to each other, I don't know how much joy that would bring me when I'm 50 and empty nest and all that kind of stuff. But haven't gotten there yet, but I do have the audio files of many of those times that I can pull up whenever I'm 50 and depressed that all the kids are gone. How I started documenting my life was just with a notepad on my phone. I would have a thought, or I'd have some words or whatever, and I'd just pull up a notepad and jot down some thoughts that were going on, some inspirations for someone else or whatever. I found that Google Keep is the best for that. I was using some other stock ones, and whenever you change phones and all that kind of stuff, phones crash and things like that. I've lost quite a few documentation times. I actually have a dead phone that was the phone that I had with me when I was really deep in this, coming out of the depression thing, and it's got a ridiculous amount of notepads. So I still have that guy. Someday I'm gonna drop it off to somebody and give them $1,000 and say, get me those words. But don't have $1,000 to drop on that yet. Maybe it only takes 60, I don't know. But just had a thought as I'm getting done with this afternoon walk. I officially already got done recording my video, but I had another thought for you while I was walking. This is a really easy way to document your life. To go on a walk for 30 minutes and talk to your freaking phone with a selfie stick. Just wanted to give that to you. Share your story better at a later time. See landmarks that you have moved past and broken through, and have a record of it all, and a legacy. Because legacy, that's a big deal. So I hope this helped you. Thanks for going on my afternoon walk for me. I'll put a link to that video where this idea came from. I'm Josh, preferablelife.com. Document your life and see how far you go every 3 months, every year, and craft your preferable life. Catch you on the next one.